What's up everybody, we are back with another exotic weapons and catalyst video, and this one is on the Lumina exotic hand cannon, which is a primary kinetic weapon, so let's get into its perks. The first perk is Chambered Compensator. It is a stable barrel attachment that increases stability, moderately controls the recoil, but slightly decreases the handling speed. The next perk is Accurized Rounds. This weapon can fire longer distances, so increased range. The origin trait is Blessing of the Sky. Using the intrinsic trait of Noble Rounds on an ally heals them and grants both you and them a weapon damage bonus for a short duration. The next perk is Polymer Grip. This weapon's grip is made of lighter material, so it increases handling speed, and the final perk is a kill tracker for PvE and PvP. The intrinsic trait is Noble Rounds. Kills with this weapon leave behind remnants, which are white floating rings. Absorbing a remnant converts your next hip-fired shot into an ally-seeking noble round and partially refills the magazine. As for the exotic catalyst, you gain 2 remnants per final blow instead of 1. So a brief history of Lumina in Destiny 2. Lumina was added to the game in Season 7, Season of Opulence in June 2019, which was the 4th and final season of Forsaken, or Year 2 of the game. Lumina was originally obtained through an exotic quest called A Weapon of Hope. After completing a couple of objectives, you received the legendary hand cannon Rose. After some more objectives, you did the Mars strike called the Will of the Thousands, and destroyed the 11 hive crystals within that strike, and once you completed that strike, Rose was transformed into Lumina. Now, because of the content vaulting that happened with the Beyond Light expansion in November 2020, which began Year 4, that Mars destination, which included that strike, were removed from the game. So Lumina got a new source when Beyond Light released. As for Lumina's exotic catalyst, it was added in Season 10, Season of the Worthy in March 2020, which was the 3rd season of Shadowkeep or Year 3 of the game, and the content vaulting did not affect the acquisition of the catalyst. Also to note, in December 2021, Forsaken's campaign was made free to play, while its in-game content, so the raid and dungeon and exotic arsenal, were repackaged as the Forsaken Pack, as when the Witch Queen expansion released in February 2022, beginning Year 5, half of the Forsaken's expansion's content was removed, so what's left of it is the Forsaken Pack. This relates to Lumina because the Forsaken Pack is required to obtain it. So with the Forsaken Pack owned, to obtain Lumina in Destiny 2 today, you will load into the tower and go to the Monument to Lost Lights, which is the exotic archive, and you will go under the Forsaken exotics, which was Year 2 of the game, and you will find Lumina right here. It will cost you 1 exotic cipher and 125,000 glimmer. You can also conversely just use 1 Forsaken cipher from the Forsaken Pack if you still have a cipher available, which can also be used on any of these Forsaken weapons except the raid exotics, which also require Spoils of Conquest. To obtain Lumina's exotic catalyst, it is a random drop from completing the core playlist activities, so that's the Vanguard, Operations, Gambit, and Crucible. Additionally, as of the Final Shape, which released in June 2024 and began Year 7, Xur, who now only appears in the Bazaar of the Tower, also sells 2 random exotic catalysts on his main page under multivarious strange offers, and these cost 71 strange coins each, which are obtained from the core playlist activities. So this is another possible source to obtain Lumina's exotic catalyst, but note that the catalysts that Xur sells are those that drop randomly from activities and not the ones that are only obtained through exotic quests or exotic missions. Once you obtain the catalyst, to upgrade it, you have to use Lumina's Noble Rounds to heal allies 250 times. So it's a bit different than other weapons which usually just require to get kills with that weapon. So to recap the video, to obtain the Lumina exotic hand cannon, it is purchased from the exotic archive in the tower, and it is found under the Forsaken exotics, but it requires ownership of the Forsaken Pack to acquire it. To obtain its exotic catalyst, it is a random drop from completing the core playlist activities, so Vanguard, Operations, Crucible, or Gambit, and the weakened Xur can also randomly sell it. And then to upgrade the catalyst, it requires you to heal your allies 250 times with Lumina's Noble Rounds. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below. Also make sure to subscribe because I have other videos like this available, and I'll see you in one of my other ones.